and welcome to another video for Auto Solutions Checkpoint. This here video is just a follow-up of the DPF video I just done recently on the Mark 7 Transit, which is the same procedure on the Mark 8 as well, so it's basically the same. But I've found a problem with one of the sensors, and it was the exhaust gas temperature sensor. What I'm going to do is just show you where it broke. I've already got it removed. I didn't think of doing a video for it. Unfortunately, when I removed the exhaust gas temperature sensor, I wasn't planning on doing a video for it, so reluctantly put it in the bin. But what I'll do, I'll show you on the brand new one, okay, where it had actually failed. Now on the old one, it was a blue wire, and it was the one in the middle of the DPF. So you have three getting into the DPF, one on each side, one in the middle. It was the one in the middle that failed. But on the original one, there's like a bit of, I don't know, like fabric tape round this, right? It's like a protective tape, but it actually snapped right in here. So it was on one of the wires, so it wasn't getting a connection. So I've had to fill the ECU in the thinking that it was there to perform a DPF regen. Now whether or not it's like done the full regen, the computer told me it did, and it's driving so much better since the regen. However, after a while the engine management light comes on. I don't want any lights coming on, so I'll get this here one fitted and hope for the best. So unfortunately yesterday, whenever I was showing you the sensor, it was the actual wrong sensor that was sent. That one was for one of the outer sensors, and they sent the wrong one out, or either I've bought the wrong one. So I managed to track another one down through a company called Parts of Motion, and lo and behold, that was yesterday afternoon. Right, I ordered that and it was here for me whenever I arrived home from work. Even the packaging, the sensor's really safe. The previous company that I used had sent it in a little bag with bubble wrap on it, you know, so it's well protected. So this is the new one, and you can see it a bit more clearer on this. So if you have a look here at the two wires, on the one that I took off the Transit, it was the red wire that was actually split, and there was like a material tape round it. So I don't know whether it's supposed to be like that from the factory, I'm not sure, or somebody has put that on to cover up a problem or just protect it, I'm not sure. So what we're going to do, we're going to get this fitted and hopefully have a perfectly running Transit. I can go and get it washed and get it advertised and get it away. So let's hope this is the right one. Okay, so the sensor in question is the one that's located in the middle here, and let's see if we can see where the plug goes to. Just further up here. Okay, so it's pretty simple. What I need to do is get the first part in. Just put it in as much as you can by hand. So that's all tightened up here, and we can now get it plugged in. Okay, job done. That's it fitted. So let's hope that that's it sorted. Well, it's more of a positive sign than what we've had before. We're actually getting smoke coming from the exhaust. So hopefully, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this a wee run, get it up to temperature, and then I'm going to plug the machine in and see what's what with it. Try a proper DPF regen, just for peace of mind. So the wee van is currently driving spot on. I just come up with the genius idea of putting the camera in the headrest, because I do not have a phone holder in this van. So I believe that it is driving a good bit better. It's not really as restricted. Battery's deep. My god. Oh, I'm going to be dependent on this machine today and all. Oh my word. Right, so I'll need to charge it up and come back to this here later on. In fact, see what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to go up, get the charger for it, and try and find a USB cable that I'll plug into the cigarette lighter, and hopefully I can run the machine while it's charging. I haven't actually tried that before, but it's worth a try. I'm eager to find out if this is sorted this morning because it's Friday, it's the weekend. I want to get this advertised when people have more time to come and view it. But even going up the hill, this is going up the hill without an issue. It's not even lagging. I can't see a problem with this whatsoever. And to be honest, see when it's driving, it isn't smoky. It was like obviously smoky. It's foggy the now. I would say a majority of that would be condensation with it being lying with the sensor off it and that as well. But still want to get it on the machine. Still want to see what the machine is saying. Oh my god. I think I might need to replace the battery in this as well because every so often, see when you go out to start it, it's lost its code on the radio. Also there's power interruption on the tacho as well. So I'll need to look into what the deal is with that. So quite possibly the second battery has decided to pack in on the Transit. Turn it off, turn it on. Okay, so we're doing a health scan. You want to see what it's saying. I think it was on the PCM, the fault was. So, see what this is. Continuous memory, exhaust gas temperature, sensor circuit high, bank 1, sensor 2. So I'm going to give that a little clear. And hopefully, it doesn't show its dirty face ever again. So I'm just going to come back out of that and I will take it a run. I just love working on Transit. It's mad the difference in how well this is driving. So better. Okay, so that's us parked. Turn my headlights off, switch it off, switch it on, and then we're going to do a scan. So far the PCM is clear. So I think that's us in the clear. Okay, so we're now connected to the internet, and what I'm going to do is diesel particulate filter static regen. Start engine. Okay, so currently at 77 degrees, we need to be at 80 degrees so that we can start the DPF regen, so it's starting to go down again. Just going to give it a little rev, get it up to 88 degrees. That's us at 80 degrees. So we just got to wait for the machine to pick up. Right, that's us in. So it's now started, and we should notice a big difference with the revs at it. That's us at 2,500 revs. So we'll get outside and we'll have a little look. Okay, I'm not expecting there to be lots and lots of smoke coming from it anyway, but after doing this here I would feel a wee bit more comfortable doing the DPF regen on it. You can see a little bit of soot coming out, so it is doing something. We're just going to sit here for the next 40 minutes or so and hope for the best. And it's mad, see when you break time down into seconds, where it could be up to 3,000 seconds. That's annoying. It's like watching paint dry. I've got a good feeling about this, that it's solved that. This should be a good truck for somebody. This here one, whenever I got it, blew an intercooler pipe, so I replaced that, and the sump on it was porous, so I put a new sump on it, and new oil and filter. The gauze on the oil pickup was actually decent. It wasn't minging like they usually are, so to me that indicates that it's been looked after. It's good for what it is. It actually drives better than my old Custom, and that's saying something, because my Custom drove really well. It drove like a car. Obviously with the Mark 7 you're getting more of a van feel whenever you're driving, so to get that feel while you're driving a van is something else. Yes, smoke coming up. Don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it is doing something, and that's something. I think I'll celebrate with a wee breakfast roll. Get myself a wee pat in the back. So we're only 470 seconds in and it's smoking like mad. I think this is what it's called, trusting the process. My heart is in my mouth, but I'm trusting the process and hoping for the best. It actually smells like one of them diesel space heaters. The real pungent, strong smell of diesel. So I'm hoping that that's normal with this, because I don't usually get that kind of strong smell doing diesel particular filter regens usually. So I'm hoping that everything's okay for it. It is super smoky. Okay, so that's it starting to come through the exhaust now. So it is doing what it needs to be doing. So I had a dog walker walk past asking me, she's like, is that on fire? It's like, no Karen, it's no on fire. I'm no sitting inside it for the good of my health. So I just hope it's not on fire, and I hope Karen's no right. Okay, nearly 1500 seconds in. We're halfway there, and I'm getting some strange looks from people driving past. Maybe I shouldn't have done this here, right at the roadside, but I'm at the edge of town, and hopefully I can get this done. You know, it's only natural, it's got to be smoking. Like, people don't realise what it is. People that don't know what it is that I'm doing, they would automatically assume, oh, it's on fire, it's on fire. Good one, Barbara. Calm your beans, hen. Regardless to how uneasy I feel doing this, the engine management light hasn't come on, and previously attempting to do a DPF regen on this, the engine management light wouldn't go away. So positivity. Okay, so I'm starting to hear different tones in the engine ever so slightly, so fingers crossed that's positive. Okay, so that's it now completed, so fingers crossed. So the DPF has finished revving its nuts off, and it's just a case of waiting for the machine to finish, and then need to switch it off and then switch it back on again, and then that should hopefully be us done and dusted. So about 5 minutes ago I had Kevin and a Karen walking past with their wee dog, and they were shaking their heads walking past, covering their faces like, oh, I'm so offended at the smoke coming from your Transit. It's like, so offended. So no doubt there'll be a few posts on Facebook and the likes of how offended they were at the smoke coming from a Transit. But hey ho, blame the government. You know, it's not my fault they've got diesel particulate filters and you need to regen them. You know, what the hell's all that about? But anyway, Kevin and Karen, you can feck off back to your wee hovel. Okay, we can now do wheelies. Missing communication with all this. Go away. So that concludes the video for today, and I hope you got some kind of use out of it. I'm hoping that if you have had that code coming up, you'll know what to do now. It's not the most exciting video, but at least if it helps one person, I'm happy. But anyway guys, you take care, and I'll catch you in the next video. 1010 over and out.